back to my channel. My name is Pamela, aka Pamazon Woodia, and today I'm talking all things head wraps. I'm going to show you today how you can find head wraps for so cheap. You can find them for under $1. In fact, this head wrap that I'm wearing cost me approximately $1.94. So if you want to learn how to be bougie on a budget and how to find head wraps for a low price, then stay tuned.
If you guessed that we were going to a local fabric store, then you are correct. I love Joann's because they often have sales and it's easy to find coupons online. First thing you want to do when you get in is you want to head to the fabric section and look for sales. Today they had 40% off, which was awesome, so I was on the hunt for vibrant, colorful prints, and boom! Look at what your girl stumbled upon, some gorgeous African-inspired prints, and I am in love. Pick some pieces that you want and then you want to take them over to the fabric counter for them to get cut. I managed to score these for about $7.79 a yard. Now keep in mind that you don't always have to go in store. You can find some doorbusters online as well. In this case, they had them as low as $2.69 a yard. And if you're only going to be using a few inches, we're talking these beautiful prints are going to cost you less than $1 for the head wraps that you want to make. Do keep in mind if you order it online, there is a 2-yard minimum, so sometimes it is better to go in store, but at least online you can see some of the reviews, which is really helpful as well.
So a few of the tips that I have to picking good fabric for your head wraps. Number one, you want to pick material that can be washed easily. Stay away from things that have sequins, stay away from things that have glitter. You don't want to be in a situation where you end up purchasing something that you can only use one time. Also keep in mind, you don't want to be putting things in your hair that is going to be difficult to get out. Second, you want to pick something that does not look like it will fray a lot. The number one reason why is because I did not glue the ends, I did not sew the ends. You really want to find material that doesn't fray a lot, and the easiest way to take a look at that is when you usually go to the fabric store, the material is already pre-cut, so just take a look and see what the ends look like. If it's going to be something that you can just snip easily with the scissors and isn't going to give you a lot of trouble. Otherwise, when you're dealing with some ends and you are trying to wrap it around your head, you'll have to keep snipping pieces. This one was a clean snip all across, and I don't have any frayed ends, so it looks professional. Number three, you want to pick something that is going to look good on both sides of the fabric. If it's going to be super visible to tell what the inside and outside of the fabric looks like, it's not going to look as neat when you are wrapping. So definitely pay attention to how both sides of the fabric look. If it's a minor, slight color variation, that's perfect. An example being, this is the front of the design of this one, and then on the other side of the design, you can't really tell. It's not that visible, but one that I wish that I had paid closer attention to, and this is in the beginning, probably one of the first pieces that I bought, is this mint colored piece of fabric. So this is mint on one side, but the other side is really light. So when I wrap it around, you can kind of tell the difference, and it bothers me. It's just something to be cognizant of. Another thing you want to pay attention to is how heavy is the material. The lighter the material, the better. Also be wary, because one time I bought fabric that was supposed to be stretchy and I thought would be helpful, but it ended up adding so much extra weight to my head that it's not something that's comfortable. So think to yourself, if I have 2 yards of this fabric on my head, how is it going to feel? Is it going to be heavy? Is it going to be lightweight? And the lighter it is, the easier it's going to be to wrap it around your head and to do different designs. And tip number 5, last but not least, is to pick a material that you like, something that shows your personality. If you're a minimalist, then you can pick something that is a simple nude color or neutral color, and if you're someone who loves vibrant colors, then do something that's vibrant. Have fun with it. And I definitely have some fabric and material here, and these are all ones that I have purchased at Joann's, and this is probably one of my favorites. I will show you guys a video on how to tie a head wrap in the fastest way possible in my next video, so definitely stay tuned for that one.
Now you need to know, how much fabric do you need for each of these styles?
When you go to the store, the price is based off of the yards of the fabric. To make something like this bandana style head wrap where some of the hair is going to be exposed, this was $8 inches that I cut. Was it 8 inches? I could be lying to you. Hold on. Yeah, it was 8 inches. It took me a second. I was like, wait. What I had bought initially was, I asked for 2 yards of fabric. I asked for 2 yards of fabric because I wanted the flexibility to be able to make multiple pieces and to do what I wanted with it.
If you decide that you want to make your own using additional fabric, then just use sharp scissors and cut 8 inches down the line. I used the squares as a guide and I kind of cheated a little bit in this instance, but just cut in a straight line. It's really simple.
But if you only want to make this bandana style, you can go in and you can ask for 1/4 of a yard, because a yard is 36 inches, which is essentially 3 feet. So 9 out of 36. Anyway, do your own math. Don't trust me because I'm terrible at math, okay? But just to put things in context, this is 8 inches. You can do something similar with 8 or 9. I think 8 is honestly just the perfect amount, because if you want to stretch it out, you can. But yeah, it still gets to expose some hair. So if your hair is kind of cute, you can do it this way. If you want to do a full wrap, I recommend get 2 yards of fabric. Get 2 yards, because if you want to make changes later, you can. You don't want to be short fabric. It's easier to cut extra fabric away. The thing that I never change the standard length of the bowl. The width is what you ask them to cut, but I don't make an additional cut to shorten the length of the fabric. I usually keep that the same. And if you want, you can do 1.5 yards. So just to keep things in mind, so you have an idea of what things look like. So there you have it, you guys. That is my secret to finding head wraps at a super affordable price, sometimes for under $1. Our warrior word of the day is, I mean, obviously it's wrap. No, but seriously, it had me thinking, is there an area in your life or something that you've been stalling on that you really need to wrap it up? Wrap it up. I think a lot of times we may hold on to things that we honestly just need to cut the cord and find a way to bind the situation. If there's something that's been weighing on your heart, something that's been bothering you, something that you have started, or maybe it's a relationship that you were once in that is no longer working out for you, I think you will know when it's ready to be wrapped up. So if you were looking for a sign, this is your sign. Whether that's good or bad thing. But if you found this video to be helpful and you found the shopping guide and tips that I provided to be helpful, then definitely like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next video.